This is part 60 of our Minish Cap walkthrough, and I'm going to be honest, we don't do a whole lot in this.
No, well, actually, if you think about it, it's really not a walkthrough because we don't walk you through anything right here because this is the ending of the game.
And it's not a bad ending at all.
No, it's not great. It's good. It's not great.
I will say right off the bat, I love hearing Zelda's Lullaby right here in this scene in the background. Just the way that song has continued to pop up in every game almost since Ocarina of Time.
I did feel like I should have had more like celebratory music though right here. You know, I really like when we first got Zelda like up top before the final boss fight.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't it different music up there?
It wasn't Zelda's Lullaby.
I kind of like that. Was it same or different?
Different. It was
different. Okay, I kind of like that music better. But you know, like I said, bringing it back is pretty awesome.
It kind of pulls it full circle with every other Zelda game.
Nintendo does good with that.
They do. I thought it was cool to finally see Eslo in like his true form. And not only that, even though he's technically a Minish in this game, it's cool seeing him like R-sized and just like you get to see like his beard.
How does he become R-sized though if he's technically a Minish?
How did he become a hat?
Well, no. Oh, that's right. He had to become. Oh, that's because Vaati put a curse on him. That's how he became a hat.
I know, but it's
hey, how about Link's bedhead though? I mean, can we really pass that up right there?
He's using Axe bedhead.
Yeah.
Hey, Axe, if you want to pay us for sponsorship.
They don't have. Isn't it bedhead? You know, that's different topic.
Different topic.
I was gonna say bedhead's like its own brain, I think, but
actually, it might be.
It is.
Anyway, one thing I wasn't a big fan of at this ending, right there when Eslo. Whichever.
Just beat Vaati.
Yeah, tells us that like between the light force that Zelda has and the hat, that if one with a just heart wears it, they can restore things. I'm like, I thought that was too close to the Triforce.
I agree with you. And like Zelda, that red hat, was that like Vaati's was purple, right? So
I think it turned purple when Vaati. I don't know why it's called Vaati was she. I guess it's a he.
But was the red hat then turned purple and Vaati put it on? Okay, I was wondering why that hat was red.
Yeah.
Now here's a pretty cool part right here, like where you're just transforming all of Hyrule back to what it originally was. And I was telling Red, like, I wish I could do this with my beard. Like when it empties, I wish I could do like a trick like this and it became full again.
I would just put a keg in the corner and never think about it again.
Oh my god. That would be. What are we doing now? Oh, we're coming to Zelda. I start thinking about.
You're thinking of a bottomless keg over
here. Yeah, bottomless keg over here. Oh my god.
We clearly don't have a just heart.
That's one thing that we can both agree would be better than Zelda.
Yeah, definitely. I had to think.
You better agree with me on that one.
But no, it was a really cool cinematic though. Like
here's the music I like. Here's the music I want to hear. But go ahead.
Yeah, like just the castle coming back together, the enemies all around Hyrule disappearing. I just. Like I said, I don't like how much of this sounds like what happens with the Triforce. He just says Vaati had an evil heart, but Zelda had a pure heart, so it made him mirror.
You know, I would have been okay with it if the Triforce would have been in the game, because it just like would have followed like the normal structure. Yeah. Like this game's based like on the Light Force, which is different than the Triforce. So I wish. Well, okay. Whatever.
I mean,
but like I wish like like with you like the story would have been somewhat different since it's a different like I guess final item or object or idea that we're trying to get.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess it's just something to use to to create the bad guy and then to bring the world back together at the end. So speaking of creating the bad guy though, Eslo, this whole thing was his fault.
It really was. I mean, it really was. Like, I mean, it's hard to believe that this game was based on like a cap.
Yeah.
Like a hat is what caused this whole game to happen.
Yeah, I think if you have the power to make a hat like that, why don't you just rule the world yourself? I mean,
think about Majora's Mask. That Majora's Mask holds the same power though.
And that's something actually that got me thinking when I was going back and watching a few of these videos, prepping for our commentary tonight, was the fact that Vaati, I feel like, was one of the few Zelda bosses that kind of started as a peon. Like, he was a nobody. He was an apprentice. And you think of Ganon, he was a king of thieves.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, the Triforce made him
Triforce power,
I mean, Demise was a god.
Demise was awesome. Demise was just awesome.
So I feel like Vaati was just an apprentice. Was all he was.
If you think about a lot of our second tier main antagonists, have been like nobodies. Like Hero him.
Aghanim wasn't that great.
Yeah, like those have been the ones that have been nobodies, but not like the not the main antagonist or antagonist.
Antagonist, yeah.
That's a tough word. I'm about to say antagonism.
Antagonize.
What's it? Yeah, antagonist.
So I thought that was just a nice little touch. That it was literally just that one item that made him as powerful as he was, and it's all Eslo's fault.
Yeah. But how about this game though overall? I mean, let's just talk about really some of the things we like. I mean,
strong handheld.
It was a very strong handheld. And I actually did like the Minish parts, like when it became smaller, because it was like a new way of exploring old areas.
It was.
Made for some really good puzzles.
It made the world feel a lot bigger because, like you said, you can explore some of the same areas. But when you're Minish, you see it from like a different perspective. You see it. You can get to different areas. I'm just exactly repeating what you just said, but it's cool. But it just
that makes you like it too, then.
Exactly. It made the world seem bigger.
And just some like really strong dungeons and bosses, and then some of the areas too, especially like the cloud tops, man.
I love that.
For me, the cloud tops, I just remember when I got there, like, I mean, the game was good up until then, but then when I entered that place, I was like, that's when the game for me, even though it was close to the end, went to a whole new level.
Even the little story behind the Wind Tribe.
Oh yeah, I did like that.
How they used to be on the surface, and then they went up to the clouds. Just like little touches, and we mentioned this all throughout the game. I know little touches, both in the story like that, and in the art design, the graphics that they were able to do with the Game Boy Advance that they weren't able to do before. Just really propelled this game pretty high on our list.
And one thing that we have complained about is like there was sometimes too much to do. That was like, you know, with all the fusions, all the you know, getting all the kinstones in the first place, the figurines. But like, at the same time, like, you know, yeah, there was too much to do, but it was also cool they offered you so much to do outside of the dungeons.
Especially when you got to think there were only 5 dungeons plus, you know, Dark Hyrule Castle at the end. I feel like when that happens, you kind of have to fill the world with other things to do. And yes, I think they could have done a little more variety than just fusion after fusion.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah.
But at least it gave you a sense of like exploring the world. It made you talk to every character almost if you wanted to. It opened things up a little bit.
Well, going along with that, like, you know, even though it had 6 dungeons, like, this felt for a 2D game. I mean, this whole area, like, the whole map, I mean, it just really felt huge.
It did, especially, I mean, even when you opened it up and went up into the sky.
That felt like a whole new map, really.
It did. It just, there was a lot of good that this game really did have.
Very strong handheld. Like, I think I have as my 3rd favorite handheld behind A Link Between Worlds and Link's Awakening. So, very strong handheld. Now, you know, the other ones aren't too good though either. So
I like getting to the end though, and a major factor, or a major point throughout the series has been the story's been told to us through like these like stained glass window looking things. And I thought it was really cool that we get to the very end of the credits here.
It's got the elements and the 4 swords.
Yep, and we see it's that last stained glass window that we didn't see throughout the game.
Oh, I didn't even. That's a very good point. I did not. Anyway. Yeah, I think you're right. Like. But I did not notice that. I just like the 4 swords going along with the 4 elements. I just thought that was pretty cool right there.
And this almost wraps up the game.
Yeah, there's one more part.
Definitely. Pay attention to the one more part. But this wraps up the main part here with walkthrough part number 60.